Those six principles are the most important part of the whole document. Those fundamental principles, those guiding principles, the six, are very much part of every program.
It makes a difference in a child's life, and not just immediate, but their long-term consequences for that child are improved.
This has just given it sort of a concrete base to move forward and to really inform our parents and to make us as early childhood educators even more confident and comfortable in the education that we're putting forward to the children that are in our care.
And what I do in one program and what someone else does in another program is still a step forward for children and families.
The biggest thing that we really tried to do was to bring it down and make it more user-friendly, less daunting.
Often how a leader responds or an administrator or however they respond to something can color how the staff see it. So from the beginning I was very positive about the ELECT, and as I said, I believe it's the document that's going to push us into a professional realm.
And also not come at them with this is something you're not doing that you have to do now. It's this is something that you're so good at. You're already doing it. This is ELECT.
I don't know how many times we've revamped our templates that the community's been so great in sharing with everybody, but we said this is what we can do, and I think if everybody looks at it that way and you plot a path that you want to follow, then that's okay. It's not as scary as it looks when you look at the whole document.
We're very much at the very, very beginning stages of ELECT, and so for us, we're really focusing on the whole observation piece of it.
That's fundamental to using the ELECT, is actually writing down what we're seeing happening.
One challenge staff have is around time and time to plan, and as a supervisor coordinator is understanding that and trying to come up with creative ways to give them that time.
You have to just support the staff, make sure that they know that you're with them, that they're part of the team. Team approach to me is the best because it puts us all on the same level, because just dictating what you want as an outcome I don't think is very productive. Play is really important. I mean, even as adults we still play, and we should be playing. That's really important.
One of the things that we looked at was developing portfolios for our children, and that is it's a binder that educators work on their documentation, and they put in inserts showing the continuum and progression of development that's occurring within the children.
We've been using it mainly to demonstrate to parents how child development is connected with their play.
I think it's just made us think about what we put out in our room for the children to play with. You really see, just by putting one thing out, what it can expand into.
You're trying to set up your environment so that it's inviting to them, that they're going to learn from it, from what you're putting out, from the activities you do, from something they did the day before that they loved, so maybe you're going to do it again, or maybe you're going to build on it, that continues to pique their interest and keep them motivated to learn and play and try new things.
Even though we've been, as early childhood educators, we've been basically implementing the principles of the ELECT, it's made it more concrete for us to really help not only the people within our profession understand the importance of the principles behind the ELECT framework, but it helps us to inform our parents as well on a level that's very easy for them to understand, and for them to understand why it's important for their children to be exposed to early childhood education and how their children are benefiting as a result of it.
LINC stands for Language Instruction for Newcomers to Canada, and so most of our children, parents, and our staff are newcomers. The advantage that we have is we're very close to our parents. We see them every day. I can usually find a staff that speaks the parents' first language, and so staff and parents develop a very, very intimate, close relationship.
When we started to introduce it to our staff, I had some background with it. I tried to introduce it as simple as possible so we don't get overwhelmed with it. When I was reading ELECT,
This is how I started to understand it. I start with the principles and then with the root skills and so I tried to do it the same way for them, and I just went with a continuum of development and let them from there start on it.
Children are coming to us often traumatized, and we don't always know what those traumas are. So how we treat families and children is very, very gently, very carefully, and always with a guarded assumption that this could be a traumatized child.
One of the things that ELECT does, if somebody is implementing it, is that it says to the families using your program, you are professionals.
It's part of our everyday, not making it extra work, because it really is not. It can seem like it at first because it's new, it's on top of what we're doing, but really when you look at it, it's not.
Ensuring that we're really knowing why we're doing things, why are we interacting in this manner, why are we programming or planning the activities that we're planning, that it's not just, for a fun activity or a nice looking toy, but it's really with those goals in mind to help them with their physical development, their language development, their social development, just their overall development.
I think that play has a lot more to it than we perceive all the time, and if we break it down and ask those questions, the why, the what is he learning, why is he doing that, then we really understand that playing is much more than playing. It is really learning.
What I appreciate is being able to look at it and say, this is working for us right now.
There's a lot of research out there that shows the benefit of high quality programs. If you are truly implementing ELECT, then you are going to be providing a high quality early learning program for children.